You're listening to the Cantina Cast, your home for thought-provoking Star Wars talk. Join Albert and Chris in breaking down the latest news, trailers, movies, TV shows, games, books, and of course, your favorite characters from a galaxy far, far away.
Hello, Patreon members, and hello, Chris. Welcome to another show. We're back.
We're back after a short summer break.
Summer break? Yeah, it feels like it's been like 2 months, and it's really only been like maybe 2 weeks, maybe 10 days at that.
Maybe 2 weeks. But
Yeah.
I agree with you. It feels like we haven't been on in a long time. So it's good to get back on and we can, dust the cobwebs off of our podcasting skills.
Yeah. And some maybe even our tech skills or tech equipment, because my camera's not working tonight. So I'm coming to you live from my iPhone, which is just mounted wobbly right now on top of my monitor, so it may come crashing down here in a second, but that's the best I could do in such a short time. So sorry for the start late. We're about 12 minutes late getting this going, but I'll look at the other camera. But anyways, this is episode 671, and we're finally at the end of the Shadow of Maul comic series. So this will be a breakdown of issue number 5, and we'll get into all that here in just a second. But before we do, I don't know, Chris, how about some shout outs to some special folks?
Yes, we would like to give a special shout out to our new Patreon member. We had someone join the This Is the Way tier. Jamie Gregory, thank you so much for joining our Patreon and supporting us. And we look forward to bringing you excellent Star Wars content in the future. Don't forget, you have access to some of our catalog of back episodes and whatnot. So thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Jamie.
We also have our now part of the tribe members, Krista Martinelli, Will I Am, My Girl Paisley. I've got a Brad Feeling, Rita Reborn, Jacob H, Josh C, Uncle Leon, Sharkman Dan, Alejandro, Jackson, Daz, Risk, Danny P, Mike Borda, Dante, aka Utini, and Kat, aka Vader's Girl. Thank you so much for your support. And then we have our highest level of Patreon membership, our Delusions of Grandeur members. We have my guy, Now This Is Rod Racing, which, by the way, I hope you're ready for this weekend. Rob G, Steve C, and my girl Vanessa. Thank you so much for your support.
Yeah, thank you guys. As well, everybody, thank you all for your support. This is a Patreon exclusive, and so thank you, and especially to Jamie for joining at that $5 tier. We've got a bunch of stuff that we've been planning, not in any particular order. I think just quickly, and I'm sorry, Chris, I didn't have this in the show notes because I was still working on it last minute, and then the whole camera thing happened. But so public, obviously we got the show. It's a Patreon show. We've got a public show coming up here soon, but we've got stuff like the Ninth Jedi coming up. We've got to get the final hype show done for that sometime. I believe that's going to be like August 1st is when we'll do that. So that'll be a public show. I've got on the 28th, we'll do a Patreon show, but I'll pre-record the public full breakdown, full review of Legacy by Madeline Rue. I've been talking to her on Instagram. She's a lot of fun, really great person. And we've already talked about getting her on the show. So look for that. Yeah, look for that here. I don't know, probably that second week in August. I want to give everybody a little bit of time to read the book, but we'll definitely have her on the show. And she's looking forward to coming and talking about that book and maybe Star Wars: The Old Republic. Just saying. We've also got, the Echoes of the Empire, issues 2 and 3. I think we've got those in our hands. We got to get those done. We want to do the Ninth Jedi trailer breakdown. And then before you know it, we'll be in full swing of the Ninth Jedi. So on top of all that, we got San Diego Comic-Con coming up. Not anticipating huge reveals there. They typically don't these days. They kind of reserve that for first and foremost Celebration and then maybe D23. But we're going to have some boots on the ground at San Diego Comic-Con with yours truly right there, Chris. And I don't know, Chris, maybe we'll get you mic'd up and maybe you can do some little shorts or something while you're out there.
Absolutely. Yeah. I actually I have my equipment ready to go. It's packed up and it's going to come with me. So yeah, look for some content coming from San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah, you're right. The only Star Wars related panel that they're having is around the Lucas Museum. And again, that's more museum, not necessarily Star Wars, but that's the closest thing that relates to it. But the Lucasfilm Pavilion will be there. So I'll be sure to get some good footage of that and we'll share it here on the Cantina Cast.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. So yeah, a lot of stuff still coming up. So stay tuned for all of that, and we'll give you guys some more details on future episodes. And then in Patreon, once I get it all squared away, I'll throw something on there so you guys can see that. All right. Well, enough of the pleasantries in the business. I'm going to share my screen here because I have to, and then let's talk about this last issue of A Shadow of Maul. So I think by and large, we've both been pretty excited about it. Like the first 4 issues were great. We've talked about a lot about the writing style. We've talked about the artwork. And then this one, I don't know, just kind of maybe fell flat a little bit. That was my opinion. But what do you think, just quickly on your initial thoughts here?
So it started there. It was interesting initially. It started well, but then there was, I was hoping. Yes, I understand this was a prequel to the TV show Maul Shadow Lord, but I was expecting something, a big reveal or some big piece of news, maybe something that could be utilized in the next season or the next series of comics around that surround this TV show. But it just literally just fed into the TV show.
Yeah.
That was it. And I thought it fell flat at the end. I can honestly say these last 2 episodes, these last 2 issues are probably the weakest of the series.
Yeah.
Because really there was no payoff. There was no surprise at the end. It literally just dropped into the TV show. So my opinion, while I enjoyed like the first 2-3 issues were great, I really enjoyed them. If we wanted this information, it should have been in like an opening crawl that you would see like in the middle in the beginning of the show or whatever, or like how Clone Wars had like a quote, just kind of flashed up there, or like Mandalorian and Grogu, they had what would have been an opening crawl just in a on the screen all at once, something like that for Maul Shadow Lord, and we would have been able to accomplish everything that this comic book series accomplished.
Yeah, and it's it's hard to like criticize it. I feel bad criticizing it because I really, like you, I enjoyed the first 3 issues. I think and this is not atypical. Like this is unfortunately something that happens with comics, especially Star Wars comics, where they kind of they go in with a lot of potential. There's a lot of leads. There's things that you're thinking, wow, they could really do this, that, whatever. And a lot of times it doesn't pay off. A lot of times it does kind of fall flat like this. And this was just one of those opportunities where I think they could have given us a little bit more, given us something to kind of, hang our hat on and say, wow, this is worth picking up. Does this comic really change anything about the television series? And the short answer is no. Like it gives you some context and you kind of have some background, which is really neat on the characters. And that's really where the saving grace is at.
Right.
It explains how Maul came into a lot of wealth there on Janix. It explains a little bit about, Lawson's background. It explains a little bit more. You get some more insights into kind of his family life. But really in this last issue, it's just kind of wrapping things up and not really leading to a whole lot. The comic also had talked about there was 3 crime lords. When we get to the TV series, there's only 2. So It does explain that third one. But if you watch the TV series, you wouldn't even know there's a third one. So,
right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So like there's nothing really tied to that. And knowing that this comic was, well, I don't know for a fact if it was worked on prior to the show. I'd imagine it was. They had to have some kind of insight or some kind of something to do with, they had to know what was going on in the TV series, right? Before they came into the comic. To what extent, I don't know. Hopefully this wasn't being written as the TV series was going on. Although, this is now we're 6 weeks after the TV series, and we're just now getting the final issue. And it's funny because that final issue, that final page is like, see more, tune into Disney Plus for Maul Shadow Lord. And I'm like, well, that was so we're already talking about Ninth Jedi. It's like way too late.
That was weeks ago. So yeah, that was anticlimactic to say the least.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like, it's like, why couldn't you have just released this leading up to the TV series? There was nothing in here that would have spoiled anything. I get maybe people they didn't want to know about Lawson's background and they want to leave that as a little reveal or something. I don't know. But there really wasn't anything in here that was huge or monumental that would have changed or spoiled anything in that actual television series. So it's just bizarre. I mean, maybe we'll get to the bottom of this at some point, but Yeah. All right. Well, let's do this. Let me. We've got the cover here. This is issue again number 5. We're back with Benjamin Percy and Madibek Musabekov, who again did a great job. I thought both did great jobs in terms of the writing and the artwork. And this one opens up with the past.
Hey everyone, you've been listening to a preview of this Patreon exclusive episode. If you'd like to hear the full episode, as well as a huge back catalog of other Patreon exclusive material, head on over to patreon.com/CantinaCast and sign up for the We Are All the Republic tier at just $2 a month. That'll get you all of the audio episodes, or if video is your thing, please consider the This Is the Way tier at just $5 a month. There's also 2 higher tiers in Now Part of the Tribe and Delusions of Grandeur, which gets you a shout out at the start of every show, your name in the credits at the end, and more. Thank you so much to all of our Patreon members and all of our supporters, and may the Force be with you always.
You're still listening? Wow, that's amazing. Well, I'm here to give you the disclaimer. Normally we do a big, long, drawn-out disclaimer thing saying what's what and who's what and all that other stuff, but I think you guys kind of know that Lucasfilm and Disney have no affiliation with us at all, and we have none with them. We talk about Star Wars, which is their property, and all that other good, fun stuff, but I think you can tell which is our stuff and which is their stuff. If you can't, well, then send a lawyer to send an email to me, and I'll be glad to chat with them. Other than that, you know what's what, so that's your disclaimer.